gentlemen, Tom Brady, the former football quarterback for the New England Patriots and now football quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady is considering a retirement from football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read you this article from Pro Football Talk, and I will give my conclusion on this as always. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin this Bro Sports segment talking about Tom Brady's future retirement. Tom Brady retirement announcement likely coming soon. Logic and common sense point to Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady retiring. A new report indicates that the logical, commonsensical decision will be announced soon, saying that, of course, Tom Brady is considering a retirement, and he probably will be retiring soon, and will be making the decision and announcing the decision soon. Jason Lasanfora of SBS Sports, citing several sources who are within Brady's inner circle, explains that the sense of sources anticipated Brady most likely will reveal his future plans in these coming days. Of course, putting in simple words, it's saying that during this time, in the next days, in the next week, probably, it doesn't really matter. It's saying that in a few days, Tom Brady is gonna say whether he's retiring or not. As one unnamed source explains that Lasanfora, Brady wants to give the Buccaneers a full opportunity to make post-Brady plans. Brady also doesn't want to upstage the playoffs as the Super Bowl teams prepare to become locked in. Lasanfora writes that there is growing anticipation that the official announcement is coming this week. Like I said, this is literally saying that this week, in the coming days, Tom Brady is announcing whether he's retiring or not. And of course, this also saying that the reporter Jason Lasanfora got the sources from Brady's inner circle, which has been friends or family that probably told him during an interview, or he just read, or whatever the case may be. But he got the information from one of Tom Brady's close friends or family members, as he said, because that's what inner circle means. So the possibility of sudden Brady retirement sprang out of nowhere in the days preceding the playoff loss to the Rams. If you seem stunned by Brady's outward reversal, he said on multiple occasions that he'll play through the 2022 season, then decide whether to stick around for a year or 2 years after that. So what he's saying is that Tom Brady is gonna keep playing, and after this season, he's gonna whether decide, okay, either I play next year, either I don't. Really depends, or either I retire. It's gonna make that decision within this week, these days. That's what literally this is saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, my conclusion on this. My conclusion on this is simple. Football is a really tough sport. Let's not cover the sun with one hand. You know, football is a really tough sport. It's really tiring. It's really exhausting. I've never been a football player, but I have friends who are football players, like Luke Reeves, Christopher Thomas, who else? Dominic Dubai. Of course, I got other football friends such as I got so many friends. I know football players such as Lauren Shane. Who else? Oh, Brad, Knowledge. I know all those football players, either from mutual friends or people that I just met that I became friends with. But I am friends with a lot of football players, and as they say, it's a tough sport. It's a sport that's really tough. It's a lot of workout. It's a lot of practice. It takes days and days and days and days. Like I say, days of body sacrifice and exhausting days of improving skills and getting hits. It's a really tough sport, and a lot of football players from high school to college to professional football, they end up either with Alzheimer or brain damage or any kind of brain disease. So it's really exhausting sports. It's really tough. Tackling. It's not like I said. It's not ballet. It's not let's play with Barbies. It's a really tough sport, and you gotta be tough, motherfucker, if you wanna get there, and if you're a player. So it's really tough. So I really understand his retirement. Of course, it's also a lot of traveling in his case, which is in the NFL, and of course people from college football and high school football. Well, high school football is not much, but people as college football and professional football, they travel a lot. And well, in his case, it's in the NFL, so he travels a lot. So of course, one of those things is considering spending time with the family, thinking about his health, because health is the number one thing. Doesn't matter if you love what you do, if the health doesn't allow you to do it and your body says it's enough, you gotta stop, because health is more important. So I really understand his position in this, and of course he's a great player. Thank you, Tom. He's a great athlete, and of course he's the greatest. I mean, there's no words for his games. There's no words to describe his quarterback plays. It's any plays that he ever done in the NFL. So all we gotta say is thank you, Tom. And if he retires, then he left a great legacy out there and great memories out there. So as I said, thank you, Tom, and of course, thank you, Tom. I mean, honestly, there's nothing much to say than just thank you, Tom, honestly. So the great one has retired, I guess. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Brosketeers Bro Sports segment today, talking about Tom Brady's retirement. Me, as a football fan, it's kind of sad because, like I said again, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks, and I love how he plays, but it's like they always say, all good things come to an end. So, like I said, thank you, Tom, and this was the Brosketeers TV, Brosketeers Podcast Bro Sports segment. I am your host, Isaac Cruz.